Hey guys, this is Balefall38. I'm back again, and I'm still jumpy after what just happened. When you have something like that happen, it's just really weird and really freaky. That's all I got to say. In that video, I was getting like really real. I was actually talking about my life and how I felt like the school system really did me wrong, and how my parents really how my sorry about that, how my parents really didn't know what they were signing me into by putting me in an MLC unit. I was about to get started talking about that. I was about to really get in depth when it came to like what happened to me in my childhood, and then that shit happens and scared the fuck out of me. I'm not gonna lie, like that shit fucking damn, dude. Like you don't like it just freaked me out, man. I went out there running like a fucking crazy madman, yelling, and yeah, dude, nothing was there. That's the most fucked up part, is that nothing was there. I checked my dog's fucking crate. I checked his house. And there was no bugs, there was no fucking rats, there was no mice, there's not even a possum. You know, I don't know how to explain that. But yeah, let's get into this video. Let's get real. Let's fucking talk about my life and what I was originally gonna talk about tonight. And it's kind of strange how things like this happen. Um, so in elementary school, I was like a pretty normal kid. Kindergarten was fine. Um, First grade was fine. It wasn't until like second grade, I think, where I was really having trouble. I really hated learning English. Like I felt like you didn't need to learn English. It's like I don't know why. When I was little, I just felt like I don't need to learn this. And it's funny how English is actually something I excel at pretty well. You know, now like nowadays, that's I'm pretty good at it. I'm okay at it. I know enough to get by. But back then, I just didn't. I felt like, wow, I don't need this. When I was little, fucking 6-year-old me thought I knew everything. And I was just that kid that would get pissed off for like no reason. I would get pissed off when we would start learning English because I didn't understand it. I didn't understand the way the teacher was teaching it, and my way of getting my frustration out was like taking my frustration out was just getting mad. It was like getting mad, and so when I would get mad, I would do stupid things. I would like flip a desk, or I would yell, or I'd get mad at the teacher, and I would go get out of the class, and I would go to the bathroom, or I would go outside to the front of the school and sit in the bench, or do stuff like that. And one day I decided it would be a good idea to run home. Like fuck this, I don't need to be at school. I can go home. So one day I went out of my school, and I went into the parking lot, and I was almost to the sidewalk, and the security caught me. Um, and it was from there that they contacted my parents, and they said that I was a danger to myself and to everyone around me. Now, I don't get the I was a danger to myself. Um, as a kid, I was pretty knowledgeable about how to fucking cross the street and how to look both ways, because they teach you that shit. And I don't think running into the street is a danger to myself. I wasn't gonna run into traffic. If anything, if the security was following me, if the security wasn't following me, I would have walked home, and I would have made it home safe. But let's put that aside. Now, since I'm a danger to myself, and since I'm a danger to everyone around me, they labeled me as a dangerous kid, you know, which is fucking bullshit, and it's fucking pathetic that they would name a kid dangerous. It really fucked me with me when I was little. I always thought like, why am I dangerous, or it just made me feel sad. Like it just really made me not feel good. It made me feel like an outcast. It just something like that told to a little kid really fucks with like your mind. Um, and well, yeah, like most of my life, I always thought I was that kid that everyone was scared of. Like just because I'm dangerous, people are scared of me. That's how I felt. And, well, let's get to where the part where the school contacts my parents. So they call my parents. They say that I'm a danger, and that I should be placed in a special class called an MLC unit. Now, keep in mind, my parents don't know much about this new age of teaching and this new age of, oh, your kid has ADHD. So my parents were very old school. Um, so at the time, ADHD and dyslexia and all this shit was new to them, and they really thought I had a problem. So my dad signed me into the class. My mom was kind of hesitant, but my dad was like, "Yeah, he needs this," which is pretty ridiculous considering the fact that he really didn't have a say at the time, because at the time my parents were going through a real rough part of their life. Um, they eventually got through with it, and here I am today. As good as I'll ever be. I'm fucking Biofall 38 right now. I'm fucking good right now. Um, but yeah, man, that's what happened. So I got signed into some bullshit classes that, quite frankly, did more harm than any good. Those classes really fucked with me. They made me feel, as it is, I felt like an outcast, and these classes made me feel like even more of an outcast. They moved me from the school I was supposed to be attending to another school because the school I was attending did not have an MLC unit. Surprise, surprise. Um, so now I'm at some other school. I had to make new friends, and in this class, there's only like 8 or 9 kids, as to a normal class where there's normally like 20 or 30 kids. So our class had separate recess. We couldn't interact with any of the other classes. Our class was essentially segregated from everyone else because we were dangerous, because we had disabilities, because God knows what the hell the education system thinks when you're angry or you get mad, fucking, I don't know. At this point in my life, I'm like 6 or 7. I don't know how old I was, but at the time I wasn't old enough to comprehend what the fuck was going around me. And so this happened all the way till I was in middle school. I was stuck in a fucking class with 7 or 8 kids, and I really didn't learn shit. When it came to math and reading and all this stupid bullshit that you're supposed to learn in like second through fifth grade, I didn't learn any of that. I learned jack shit in my elementary school years. It's a wonder how I got to where I am right now, honestly. That shows how smart I am and how I'm able to cope with the environment around me, how I'm able to adapt and evolve. Because at this point in my life, at fifth grade, I didn't know jack shit when it came to math. I didn't know jack shit when it came to proper English and how to write properly. So I blame those classes for me not being able to know math. To this day, I'm terrible at math. Because you want to know what goes on in those fucking classes? You really want to know what goes on? You're stuck in a class with 3, not 1, but 3 teachers that don't give a shit about you. Like, literally, they're just there to collect their paycheck. They're babysitters in a sense. And in those classes, if one kid misbehaves, hey guys, everyone leave this one kid who's misbehaving and let's all go out to recess, okay? And so patterns started forming, when you know that there's an incentive for behaving bad. So kids would behave bad on purpose. Kids would take turns behaving bad so that everyone could go out to recess and not do shit. So it was pretty fucked up because I never learned. No one ever learned, and it's a wonder how all of us got to high school. Because yeah, I made it to fucking high school. It's pretty ridiculous. The teachers there in that MLC unit didn't give 2 jack shits, and they would pass you. You did bad on your state exam, it's okay. He's good enough to pass. So this really gets to me. It makes me like so frustrated knowing that I could have learned if I was in a normal fucking class. You know, I could have been good. I could have gotten somewhere in life and not have to fucking be dumbass fucking kid that doesn't know jack shit and everyone takes advantage of. Because essentially that's why I was there. I was there for the money, you know. I was there because they were making money off me. And when I got much older, when I wisened up and realized that hey, they're just keep me here for money, then that's when I got out of the MLC unit. I was in middle school when I got out of the MLC unit. And in elementary, they always said that I had problems, that I was a danger, and that oh fuck, I pissed off Neil, that I was a danger, and that I had ADHD and all sorts of fucking disorders that kept me in the MLC unit. And to be honest, I'm as normal as fucking blueberry pie, and I just died because I'm getting into some real shit. Um, I'm as normal as everyone around me, man. The only difference is that I actually do have dyslexia, and it sucks. It really sucks, but I was able to cope with it, and I was able to fucking just deal with my problems. But what I'm trying to say is that the MLC unit is a really fucked up place. And if there are any parents watching this, don't fucking put your kids there. It's not gonna help them. If anything, it's gonna deprive them of knowledge. It's gonna deprive them of what they should be learning. And more times than not, they weren't they weren't helpful. Like, they won't help your kid. It's just like prison. Prison doesn't help inmates become better in society. It just keeps them away from society. You know, that's what it is. It's a prison inside of school. That's what an MLC unit is. And with that, I leave you all with a very, very important thought that you should keep in the back of your head. And remember, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell if you really care about my videos. And this has been Biofall38. And I'm out. Peace, and I love you all.